Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Throwing Jones. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Jones, eluding the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his left. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Giants 7, 49ers 0. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. Here's 2nd and 8.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here's McCaffrey into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Giants 7, 49ers.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken down at the
Giants 22. 44 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Giants 14, 49ers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
Touchdown! 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, 52 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go, hey.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Go, cutter, go, cutter, go.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On third down, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. Pushing his way through. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. This is 2nd and 8. Ayuk going to go in motion right.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. On first down, Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Touchdown! 49ers! Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake, Jones.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Giants.
Darius Slayton,
55 yards.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14.
49ers 14. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Ayuk going to go in motion right.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
At the 14-yard line.
A second down throw for Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
First down 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug. North salad, north salad. Out we go.
Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown. Lawrence Cager from 10 yards out.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
This one caught by Kittle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 35.
just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. In motion left goes Jennings.
19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that gets him back within 10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Half 18.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now they're in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Hurt.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
No sweep.
Now Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Check smash. Check smash.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here's Purdy. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown 49ers. Charlie Warner, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, 88 yards. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Ayuk going to go in motion right.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hey, smash.
Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got room.
Big strides. Look at him go.
Touchdown. George Kittle, 48 yards.
And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Moody good with the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now, well, they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Click right, click right, click right.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And then 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Jones. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a
Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Jones on third down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. So my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. This is McCaffrey on the give. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's 3rd down at 5. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
19 Lion. Bronco 80. Hurt. Hurt.
On the ground, McCaffrey. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here now, 3rd down. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
Go street.
Here's Purdy to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
79 Bronco. Hawk 70. Check smash.
They'll run with McCaffrey.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Down to the 25. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won.
It was a pretty entertaining ball game.